This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Movie Battles here on the Flying Cow, where we take the very best in Disney Pixar movie trivia and we put them head to head. I am your host, Clay Johnson, the Flying Cow himself, and here with me today is Sinister James Shimo. How are you doing today, James?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much for having me. I wish my little canine companion here would behave himself, but overall, I'm doing just fine. It's been a while, man. Been a while since you and I have held Congress together. How you been?
Not bad. Just doing a lot of this, honestly. But we have here today a first round tournament match here at the Road to the Gold tournament. We have the Philosopher, Kevin Poss, taking on the King, Kaleb Koho. This is sure to be an exciting first round match.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to figure first round match tournaments. I mean, hey, Jesus, I'm so sorry. I think he's wanting to take a walk. We'll go when we're done here, buddy. Anyhow, but you got to figure both of these guys are looking to make a statement here, especially Kaleb. We know how thirsty he is for competition. We know absolutely that he wants to prove that he is better than anybody else, bar none. And this is his opportunity to start that road here today in this tournament.
Absolutely. We will just have to see how things go for him today, but let's go ahead and bring in today's competitors. What do you say?
Let's get right to it.
All right. Introducing first, representing that which we are, with a record of 2 wins, 2 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the Philosopher, Kevin Haas. Kevin, how are you today, sir? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Thanks for having me. I'm doing very well.
Yeah, so here you are making your second appearance in the Road to the Gold tournament. Last year, you did pretty well in the first round before being taken out. How are you feeling about your chances here today?
Well, I know Koho is a great competitor. I haven't really seen him play in this league, so I can't attest to that, like our skills versus each other. But I'm coming into this, like you said, I've been chomping at the bit to get back into this league and show off my Disney knowledge. And I'm always excited to play here. So yeah, I'm glad to be back in the tournament and just going to see how far I can get this year.
All right. Well, good luck to you today, sir. Let's go ahead and bring in your competitor for today. And his opponent, representing the Kingdom, with a record of 4 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the King, Kaleb Koho. Kaleb, how are you today, sir?
I'm feeling fine. Round 1 of a tournament. I'm glad to be back. Last time I was here, I was a step away from being able to play for that belt. And I think that this tournament, like y'all said, is the best opportunity for me to just pad that record, beat some fools, run them up like the McFarlane USA, and just get myself to a title. That's all we're doing.
All right. Well, we'll just have to see how things work out for you today, but sounds like you are ready to go. So let's go ahead and bring Kevin back in here. And we will go ahead and get things started with the reading of the rules for round number 1. All right. In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write each answer. Answers in this round must be spoken aloud when revealing your response. All questions are worth 1 point. If either competitor gets all 8 questions correct, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors also have 3 repeats that they can use at any point. If you need to hear a question again, or you just need a little bit more time, use your repeat. Competitors also have a challenge. If at any point they disagree with the ruling of a question, they can challenge. If their challenge is upheld, they will keep their challenge. There is no stealing in this round. Are our competitors ready?
So,
All right. James, are you ready, sir?
Let's go, man. I'm always ready for a fight.
All right. Well, then I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a movie battle. Action begin. And we will start in round number 1 with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are the films, mostly the 30s through the 50s. And your question. In which film will you find an unbaked cake, an owl wearing a hat, and a spinning wheel?
Gotta love those classic Disney, even though, let's face it, Disney loves them so much, they're trying to remake them all.
Yeah, which I'm honestly, aside from the fact that I'm not a huge fan of most of those films, I wish that they would, just focus on, making new stuff rather than remaking,
I mean, we're getting
other
Inside
stuff
Out too.
badly.
They announced that, so.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's Pixar, so I have a little bit more faith.
True.
All right. So, Kevin, we're starting with you.
Alice in Wonderland.
That is incorrect. Caleb.
Sleeping Beauty.
It is Sleeping Beauty. So Caleb takes a 1-0 lead early in the match. Going to question 2.
Absolutely. And question number 2 is going to come in the category of the Disney Renaissance, mostly sticking to the 90s films on this one. And gentlemen, your question is, in which film will you find the characters of Max, Eric, and Triton?
These Renaissance films, definitely the ones that were popular when I was a child.
Likewise.
Saw a lot of these in the theaters.
Mhm.
Definitely big fans of these. We'll have to see if our competitors agree in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Caleb, let's go ahead and go to you first.
I have faith in Lin-Manuel Miranda for this remake. The Little Mermaid.
And that is correct. All right. And our other competitor, sorry, I'm blanking on names today. Kevin, thank you.
The Little Mermaid.
All right.
Indeed, that is correct.
Kevin
the trailer.
getting on the board, only down by 1, going into the 3rd question.
Indeed.
Category of dark times, the films of the 2000s.
Bum, bum, bum.
You can find a time-traveling orphan, singing frogs, and evil hats in which film?
Personally, even though it came from the dark times, I didn't mind this movie too much.
This was one of those that when I first saw it, I thought was hilarious. The more I watch it now, the more the problems are obvious to me, but I still enjoy it for the most part. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going to Kevin.
Meet the Robinsons.
It is Meet the Robinsons. Caleb.
Meet the Robinsons.
All right. Still
All right.
only up by 1, 3-2.
Alrighty. This next question is going to come in the category of Pixar. The voices of James Brolin, Taika Waititi, and Chris Evans can be found in what film? Tell you what, I would watch a buddy cop movie with all three of those guys.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a rather interesting combination of actors together. I mean, obviously, voice roles, it's always a different setup. They don't necessarily even need each other. But yeah,
True.
I'd be interested in seeing that as well. 5, 4,
Can I get a repeat?
3, yes.
All right.
All right.
That is one repeat for Kevin.
Evans first.
The voices of James Brolin, Taika Waititi, and Chris Evans can be found in what film?
Pixar films. Lots of films in this category. I think I've mentioned it before. We're going to probably be looking at the possibility of expanding this category in round number 1 next year. Just might have 2 Pixar questions in the first round. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we will go to Caleb first.
Andy has terrible taste in films. Lightyear.
Lightyear is correct. And Kevin.
I figured it was one of the new ones. I said Turning Red.
Oh, swing and a miss. All right.
Not quite there. So Caleb takes a 2-point lead going into the 5th question in this round, in the category of hybrid and Muppets. Of course, the live action animation combinations and Muppets films. Which character will you not find in the Great Muppet Caper? Scooter, Bunsen, Pops, or Bobo the Bear? Big fan of the Muppets films. I say it all the time. And honestly, some of these characters are among favorites. Some of them a little lesser known, but always got some good things going on there. In
Absolutely.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're going, starting with Kevin.
One with Bunsen.
That is incorrect. Caleb.
I said Scooter.
Scooter is also incorrect. We were looking for Bobo the Bear.
Bobo the Bear.
Bobo the Bear is not in the Great Muppet Caper. All right, so Caleb's still maintaining his 2-point lead, 4-2, going into the 6th question.
Yeah, that was a crucial miss for Kevin. Bought himself some time there. All right, your next question is going to come in the category of the decline/wilderness. We're looking at the decades from the 60s to the 80s. In which film will you see characters encounter a blustery day? Got to really focus on your grammar and your verbiage for this question.
Yeah, it's hopefully you've seen the movie. I mean, hopefully if you're in the tournament, you've seen the movie. How well do you remember it? How well do you remember things that happened within the film? We'll just have to find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, we go to Kaleb Koho first.
The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
That is correct. Going to Kevin.
I don't even want to show what I had.
Oh,
Right. So
All right.
Caleb pulling ahead by 1 more point, taking a 3-point lead, 5-2, going into the 7th question in this round. Everybody's favorite category, package films. All right. And your
well,
question.
Amazon had started making movies, so. And that's my dad joke for the day, folks.
All right. And your question. Panchito Pistoles was introduced in which package film?
Tell you what, I loved when they introduced these characters in the revamped DuckTales with David Tennant. I thought that was a ton of fun to bring those guys in. It was a huge
see,
throwback.
I actually have not seen a lot of that, so
Oh.
that's good to know.
Yeah, they come in season 2.
that out. Nice. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So starting with Kevin,
Saludos, amigos.
that is incorrect. So Caleb, going to you, sir.
The Three Caballeros.
It is the Three Caballeros.
Indeed.
So Caleb up by 4, going into the final question in this round in the category of CG Revolution. Sorry.
Revolution. That's quite all right. All right. Here's your question, gentlemen. You can find angry coconuts and a giant shiny crab in which film?
Yeah. The CG Revolution. Honestly, some of my favorite Disney films are in this category. They've had quite a few pretty good ones in the past. few
Indeed.
years.
Yeah, they've had some really good hits there.
3, 2, 1.
All right, we will look to Kaleb Koho first.
Stupid puppets. Moana.
That is correct for 1 point. And Kevin.
Go on.
Is Moana. All right. So Caleb is correct without the Muppets category. He might have had a perfect round. It's just how
close.
it happens sometimes. But he does currently enjoy a 4-point lead, 7-3 over Kevin. So we will just have to see how things go in round number 2. In round number 2, also known as the wheel round, each player will spin the wheel up to 2 times. If you do not like your first spin, you can choose to spin again. However, if you land on opponent's choice, you are stuck with that. Competitors will get 4 questions in their category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is available. However, if you use it, the value of the question drops to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives an incorrect response, repeats, and challenges are still in effect in this round. All right. So, like I said, Caleb currently enjoys a 4-point lead. So, Koho, you have the opportunity. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
Like the great poet of our time says, apple bottom jeans, boots with defer.
All right. So, Kevin, you are going to be spinning first. So, here is your wheel. All right, Kevin, can you see the wheel?
Yeah.
All right, then, Kevin, this spin is yours. And you have landed on Renaissance. These are, of course, the films of mostly the 90s. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I will keep it.
Going to keep Renaissance. All right. So Kevin is going to receive 4 questions in the category of the Renaissance films. And Kevin, I am going to be reading these questions to you.
Okay.
All right. So, in the category of Renaissance, in The Lion King, Mufasa is trampled by a herd of what type of animal?
Wildebeest.
Wildebeest is correct for 2 points. All right. Your next question in the category of Renaissance. In the film, what is the name of Mulan's short, gruff soldier friend, voiced by Harvey Fierstein?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, Yao, B, Ling, C, Zhao, or D, Chifu?
Yao.
Yao is correct for 1 point. So that actually brings Kevin within 1 point of Koho. We'll have to see if he can claim the lead with this next question. In The Little Mermaid, on Ariel's first night in Eric's castle, what does the chef serve for dinner?
Crab soup.
Can you repeat that for me?
Crab soup.
Crab soup is incorrect. So, Caleb, you have the opportunity to steal. I will repeat the question.
Sure.
In The Little Mermaid, on Ariel's first night in the castle, what does the chef serve for dinner?
Crab.
It is crab, just simply boiled crab. So that is a 2-point steal for Caleb. But Kevin still has one question left in this category. So Kevin, for 2 points, bring you back within 1 point of Caleb. What is the name of the secret place in the city where Esmeralda and her people hide and so Frollo seeks to uncover in The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Multiple choice.
Choice it is. And your options there. Is it A, the Hall of Mysteries, B, the Well of Secrets, C, the Chamber of Souls, or D, the Court of Miracles?
B.
B as in boy?
Yes.
B as in boy, the Well of Secrets is incorrect. So Koho is going to have the opportunity to steal. What is the name of the secret place in the city where Esmeralda and her people hide and Frollo seeks to uncover in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Is it A, the Hall of Mysteries, B, the Well of Secrets, C, the Chamber of Souls, or D, the Court of Miracles?
It's the Court of Miracles.
It is the Court of Miracles for a 1-point steal. All right. So, Caleb currently has a 4-point lead going into his wheel round. So let's go ahead and bring up the wheel and see what Caleb spins. All right, Caleb, can you see the wheel?
Yes, sir.
All right, then this spin is yours. And you have landed on scores and soundtracks. Would you like to keep that, or would you like to spin again?
I'm going to spin again.
And spin again. So here is Caleb's second spin. Looking for something a little stronger. And he has landed on early Pixar.
Wow.
So Caleb is going to get 4 questions in the category of early Pixar. So Caleb, these 4 questions are going to be asked to you by Mr. James Shimo, the Sinister One himself.
All right, Caleb, here you go. Your first question in the category of early Pixar. When Andy first sees Jessie, what name does he initially give her in Toy Story 2?
I'll go multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Frontier Annie, B, Bazooka Jane, C, Wild Lil, or D, Ruthless Ruth?
Give the options one more time.
Alrighty. Your options again are A, Frontier Annie, B, Bazooka Jane, C, Wild Lil, or D, Ruthless Ruth?
A.
Frontier Annie, unfortunately, is incorrect, which opens it up now for a 1-point steal. So, Kevin, your question again is, when Andy first sees Jessie in Toy Story 2, what name does he initially give her? A, Frontier Annie, B, Bazooka Jane, C, Wild Lil, or D, Ruthless Ruth?
D.
D as in dog?
Yes.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Bazooka Jane.
Yeah.
Which again sounds like Bazooka Joe's cousin in the bubblegum industry.
All right, so
All
Kevin's
right.
still holding on here.
I'll say, yeah, holding on for dear life at this stage, but we will see what happens with these next 3 questions. All right, Caleb, your second question, sticking in the category of early Pixar. Which comedian provides the voice for the angry ladybug Francis in A Bug's Life?
Dennis Leary.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, next question. In Finding Nemo, what name does Dory decide she is going to give the small jellyfish when she first sees it?
It will be my squishy.
Squishy is correct. All right. It's a big pull there. 4 more points total. Let's see if he can make it 6 with this final question. In WALL-E, what is the primary function of the tiny robot Mo?
Trying to find the exact wording. He is a cleaner bot. He follows and cleans up dirt.
We will accept that. Cleaning is correct for 2 points.
All
Wow,
right.
huge round there.
Yes, big round for Caleb. Thankfully for Kevin, Caleb did not get a point of any kind in that first question. Otherwise, it could have been a knockout. But as
Super
it
dangerous
stands,
territory.
Koho is currently 10 points ahead of the Philosopher. Currently
Yeah.
16-6.
You got to
Going-
figure this is a situation Kevin did not want in
No.
going into this match. And
I-
again,
yeah.
thankful that he didn't get knocked out is great, but it's going to take
Yeah.
a lot of work to battle back to even make it close in this third round.
Absolutely. He's definitely got an uphill climb ahead of him, but let's see how things go in round number 3. All right, in round number 3, competitors will choose 3 numbers that range from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions. Questions in this round are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will receive 15 seconds to answer each question. There is no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. All right. So, as I said, Caleb currently holds a 10-point lead over Kevin. So, Caleb, you get to choose your 3 numbers first. What sounds good to you, sir?
I'll go 4, 7, 13.
4,
7 and 13.
4, 7, and 13.
Yep.
Sorry. 4, 7, and 13. All right. Kevin, what are your 3 numbers?
I will be doing 3, 9, and 12.
3, 9, and 12. All right. So like I said, Kevin is currently down by 10. So in order to send this back to Kaleb, just to tie it up and avoid the TKO, he is going to have to answer all 3 questions correctly. All right?
All tall order, that's for sure.
Very, very difficult. But we're going to have to see if he is equal to the task. We're going to start with your 2-point question. You chose number 3, and that relates to the category of John and Alan. Okay? So your 2-point question, these of course are the films of John Ratzenberger and Alan Tudyk. Your 2-point question in the category of John and Alan. John Ratzenberger has voiced the character Ham in how many films?
I feel the pressure is on with this question. Cannot afford to make costly mistakes here.
3.
And your winner by TKO, the King, Kaleb Koho. We were looking for 4. He's been in 4 films as Ham. All right. So, Kaleb, great job. Decisive victory here today. Kevin, rough match for you today, but we're going to see both of you guys in just a second for post-match interviews. All right. So, there you have it. Kaleb just shy of the knockout. And unfortunately, this just wasn't Kevin's day.
It's unfortunate, but part of me thinks that Kaleb should look to change his nickname to the Commander, because he was commanding that match from Jump Street, just held control every step of the way, held on to that lead, and you got to figure this is the tone he wants to set, not just for this match, but for the rest of the tournament going forward.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure that he is rather pleased with this first match showing. But let's not speculate. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and throw to our post-match interviews. All right. Well, here we have the philosopher, Kevin Poss. Unfortunately, not victorious here today. Kevin, like I said, kind of a tough match for you today. Did you just have a hard time getting started? Were you just not in your head today? What was going on?
I was kind of in my own head a little bit. I just said, I have a lot going on. I'm leaving for Vegas, and tomorrow night.
Hence the shades.
Yeah, of course. The shades, the fresh haircut, But anyway, I just, that, and I have my own tournament going on in my own league. I have a lot going on in life. I know Koho, like, throughout the thing that everybody keeps throwing out about the movie, but it's not that doesn't get in my head or whatever. It's just I just wasn't prepared for this match. The Renaissance is my jam, and I couldn't even get that. Like,
struggled a
so
little bit.
yeah, I just struggled all around, and it just wasn't my day. I didn't have it.
Well, I gotta say, it's unfortunate that things went the way that they did for you today. And unfortunately, that does mean that you are out of the tournament. But of course, there is always next season. And we look forward to some great things from you in the future, sir.
Thanks, sir, for having me.
All right. And here we have today's winner, the King, Kaleb Koho, with a decisive victory, a strong showing TKO, just 1 point shy of that knockout. How much are you regretting the fact that you weren't able to get any points on that first question in round 2?
It's frustrating. Both questions that I missed today are ones where I had multiple options to answer, and I was between the right answer and the one I picked, which is just irritating. It happens. I'm not really sure what Kevin's talking about with my games. I wasn't doing anything at all. I genuinely just wrote to play. But I feel pretty good about how I did. Pretty strong showing for me, and I'm excited to keep running through the tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this does put you in the second round of the tournament, where who knows? I mean, your opponent, you've got some rather interesting possibilities there. But how are you feeling about just the future of the tournament in general?
I feel like I'm better than everyone in this tournament. I've seen your bracket. I've seen every player. I feel like I can beat every single one of them. There's one person I want in general, one person specifically, and I'm sure I'll see him. That's Cameron Holtzman. I need that rematch. He talks way too much smack for a game that was decided by like 3 points. So we're gonna have to run that one back in the semifinals, Holtzman. Yeah, I know you'll be there. I know I'll be there. Let's run that one back.
I mean, he's definitely, he has already won his first round match, so there is every possibility that you guys could see each other again. But like I said, congratulations on today's match. Good luck in the future of the tournament.
Sure.
All right. Well, there you have it. We have one more person moving on to the second round of this tournament. Whatever that second round match looks like, it's sure to be an exciting one. I mean, as one-sided, unfortunately, as this was, I still enjoyed this match. How do you feel, James?
It was a fantastic match, don't get me wrong, but I think definitively, like I said before, Kaleb Koho came into this match with a mission, and that was to put everybody in this tournament on notice. He is not playing games. He is coming for the crown, not the one he wears on his head, but for the crown of tournament champion, as well as, whatever lies beyond that. So, I mean, he is laser focused, and I'd be hard pressed to find anybody who could really, stand in his way at this point, but time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a player who has had his eye on the prize since he came into movie battles. I mean, he calls himself the king, so you got to have championship aspirations with a nickname like that. But
guy with that moniker's got a big ego, but enough talent to back it up, obviously.
Yeah. But like I said, that is the match for today. We will have to see what happens in the rest of this tournament. But I do want to remind everyone to subscribe, like, comment on the video, let people know, share if you enjoyed what you saw here. And also don't forget to check out all of our other podcasts on the Flying Cow podcast feed, anywhere you find podcasts. And also don't forget to check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/the Flying Cow. Check all of that stuff out. It's a lot of great stuff. We're bringing you a lot of great entertainment, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. But in order to see it all, you got to stay here. You got to stay watching, and never forget, move.
Moo.